I swear I see deals come across my desk. It can only be a 1031 because it's so outrageously priced. Yeah, you're outweighing the tax man, meaning am I better to pay the taxes and take my cash, right?
What has been your biggest frustration with the 1031 as far as the capital gains tax is concerned?
Well, you're just levering into more risk, right? I mean, that's what you have to do a 1031, right? You got to lever up. And so, and it, as long as you did 1031s, like to bring up your point here, I've got an unsolicited offer on some dirt we own, and it's like 4 times what we bought it for, and I think we've held it for 4 or 5 years. Of course we're gonna, the gut is to go to the 1031 but then here's the problem. I'm looking at 1031 opportunities. I'm like, well, I'm buying all that stuff at a premium, so am I just trading equity at this point? And I just double down on more risk? Do I got to charge more rent? Have we take more risk on vacancy issues, all the other stuff? Because now if I sold something at a high price at a premium, I'm going to be buying at a premium. And so, that's the risk on a 1031. So, being the financial world, you make your money when you buy something, not when you sell something. And that's the challenges we all have. Are we buying it right? And just because you have to do a 1031, I swear I see deals come across my desk. It can only be a 1031 because it's so outrageously priced. Yeah, you're outweighing the tax man, meaning am I better to pay the taxes and take my cash, right? Or am I buying this building at such a high premium, I'm making a wash anyway, so why take the risk? And those are things that run through my head on a 1031.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's kind of one of the things that we've been finding right now, especially in this market, right? Where everything's just like highly appreciating and you're selling high and you're buying even higher, 180 days later. And, it's when you find good deals, right? It makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Right. When it's like, okay, hey, we're just going to lever it up, right? We're really conservative in our underwriting right here at this deal. Like, it's a great deal. It makes a ton of sense. Like, we don't got to pay the tax. Like, it's a real quick, real seamless transaction. For a lot of, that's where people got caught in 08 though.
Oh boy.
Yeah. They just let that tax tail wag that investment dog, and they bought bad properties to motivated buyers. Not a good place you want to be. So, and that's why we love 1031s, like when they make sense, but a lot of times we're finding they just don't make sense. And so that's when we use the Deferred Sales Trust, which allows you to liquidate any asset, not just real estate. It could be a stock or a bond or a Bitcoin or a business or C Corp or, all of that.
Something with realized gains at capital gains treatment.
Anything that's highly appreciated. And you can sell it, and you don't have the time constraints that you do with a 1031. You don't have the like kind aspects that you do with a 1031. So we had a client who sold a business, and they put a portion of their proceeds into a development deal in Tennessee where they're building 72 units. We've had people sell $5 million worth of crypto and put it into a business startup deal. We've had people sell real estate and sit on the sidelines until they, they find a good deal 6, 7, 8 years later, and then they go back into real estate, and they don't have all of that risk, and they don't have all of that time constraints, and they don't have all of those like kind constraints and everything. So it's super flexible and very customizable, and it gives you as the seller a lot more control as opposed to just 1031ing. And so that's what we do that. And you guys can learn more about that. It's called a Deferred Sales Trust. You can go to capitalgainstaxsolutions.com.